National Geographic published a book called Drives of a Lifetime, listing 500 of the greatest driving routes all around the world. Except there's one tiny big problem. You see, everyone knows the biggest country in the world of the Russian Federation, right? We all know it. Well, National Geographic was only able to come up with one tiny driving route, smaller, shorter, than the drive from New York City to Montreal. Think about it. This is the largest country in the world we're talking about here, with many roads running alongside beautiful mountains and waterways, and National Geographic was only able to come up with one route. There's something terribly wrong, to say the least. Enter Faraway, a travel series covering food, culture, wilderness, exciting drives, and what a typical day is like for people of various classes, ethnicities, and lifestyles in these underrated places all around the world. We are starting in the Russian Federation, where 135 languages are spoken and 185 designated ethnic groups reside. We are embarking on a 20-city tour from St. Petersburg to Vladivostok, over 7,000 miles away, largely following the 2018 FIFA World Cup. We will actually be hitting most of the World Cup hosting cities, and we'd love to have everyone's favorite footballers be guest stars on our show. The last World Cup had 3.2 billion viewers, and many of them were looking for post-Cup coverage on the region. Imagine all the followers we will have during the production through live stream via YouTube or Facebook, as well as afterwards, and all the commentary from blogs, vlogs, podcasts, the list goes on and on. These are the people who will see your brand. In March 2017, Travel and Leisure published an article about reports from travel companies that Western tourists, especially from the US, have been in record numbers booking tours to Russia despite the political climate. This is the opportunity to show everyone else what Russia really is. Russia, the largest country in the world, twice the size of the United States, is a prime destination for film and various other productions being hardly explored by outsiders. Our production company, Stars from Rus, wants to streamline future productions through the help of their members currently living all across the nation. We also want to diversify the current film production market in Russia to get outside of Moscow, which currently has a monopoly on that. And because right now, in this current market, a big problem is foreigners are getting inflated prices on production needs. In this current market, the few control the majority. It is not about what is currently popular. We already know about that. It is about what should be popular. We want to explore the vast forest of Russia that spread for hundreds of miles. We want to try out mushroom and berry picking, play a balalaika with a bear on a unicycle. We want you to see what the Russian culture is really about. Most importantly, we want to see a world with less tensions between two of the biggest powers it has ever seen. As we all know, those tensions do not lead to anything good. To give people a taste of our show, we want to show everyone what they've already heard. We're going to be taking outfitted SUVs to shoot a pilot during the infamously brutal Russian winter for 1,500 kilometers, while hoping that everyone survives and the vehicles won't break. This will take place between the beautiful St. Petersburg and the iceless Arctic Circle port city of Murmansk, the last city founded by the Russian Empire, where people have lived for just over a century now. We will gaze at the celestial northern lights, check out the site for the future Arctic Bridge, and learn the ins and outs of how people live in that cold. Being from New York, I find it hilarious when the southern states declare a state of emergency when there are just a couple inches of snow on the ground. Now, we laugh at that, but when it's negative 15 degrees Celsius in New York, we still bundle up. In Murmansk, they're wearing t-shirts and are just starting to consider putting on sweatshirts. Join us as ambassadors for this journey into Russia and for all the other underrated regions of the world for future seasons while promoting your brand worldwide.